Hey, it's Jana, and I'm back with another episode of Dashboard. Last time we covered product leaks and the future of data storage. Today we're building on those product announcements, so get caught up with this link here. We'll also dive deeper into little units from some big names as well, so let's fire up the dashboard. The Apple One More Thing event was exciting for sure, but it left a lot to the imagination in terms of actual data. They unveiled their ARM-powered M1, which holds 4 high-performance cores, 4 efficiency cores, 8 GPU cores, and will be first available in their new Mac lineup. This partnership with ARM is the biggest move Apple has made in 15 years since it shifted away from PowerPC to Intel's x86. And who knows, this chip may unseat x86's dominance in the field, which is bad news for both AMD and Intel.
Can it get any worse for Intel?
ARM-based products already utilize dense and more efficient process nodes than competitors, and weirdly enough, their entry into this market is slating them with a new sidekick, Nvidia, with hopes to take their ARM products mainstream. Remembering that Nvidia has a pending $40 billion acquisition for ARM, a company of which Apple is a licensee. The M1 sounds very exciting, but promises and hype aside, the performance benchmarks were blurry at best and not a lot of substantive info was shared. They didn't even throw us a bone, like, give me a clock frequency to dream about or something. This move is ballsy and poses significant implications for the mainstream computing industry. I mean, the x86 had the market cornered for years, but now it has to learn not just how to perform, but how to outperform. ARM has loftier aspirations than just powering phones. For decades, they've been caught in this chicken and egg situation with the PC market. Without enough of their product in the market, there's been little incentive from the software development side to optimize code or write apps for ARM systems alone. So why on earth did ARM partner with Apple if that's the case? After all, they only comprise less than 10% of the PC market. Although it might take years, it made sense for ARM and Apple to partner up as they break into new markets, supporting each other's production specialties. With M&As popping up left, right, and center, these two may be sharing a corporate bubble for a while. What's left for ARM is to build out a software ecosystem to complement their new products, which is where Apple and Nvidia come into play. Oh, and one more thing, Nvidia's been hiring more software engineers than hardware. It's a nice coincidence, don't you think? If they do get their ducks in a row, these denser process nodes could affect all sides of the x86 empire. Servers, laptops, desktops, you name it. They'll have their ARM in every cookie jar.
Oh, dad joke of the year.
It's been a hype roller coaster this year, and what's more interesting is seeing how the numbers pan out after the fact. According to analysts, iPhone 12 pre-orders surpassed iPhone 11 numbers, selling roughly 2 million models in the first 24 hours of pre-orders. This is up from 800,000 iPhone 11 units last year. The incremental growth is likely due to the high demand for 5G phones in China. However, the price drop in the iPhone 11 that preceded the iPhone 12 may have also been a factor in the numbers being what they are. Something the media has mostly glazed over is the new Homepod Mini. Most are familiar with the HomePod, the Nest, and other smart home hubs, but a HomePod Mini? It's got a Siri touchscreen interface, an A5 chip, same as the Watch Series 5, a U1 ultra wideband chip, 360 audio, all on this round 3.3-inch design. This affordable system is the entry level for an ecosystem that is encrypted end-to-end. Unlike many others, stats and data aren't sent upstream to the big fish. These little guys can pair with the full-sized HomePod or with other minis for a rich stereo sound, because of course they link up to Apple Music and offer features like intercom with connected devices. Though Apple likes to be particular about compatibility, it's nice to see that consumers are able to mix and match, especially with entry-level products. The elephant in the room here is the Apple Home Ecosystem Hub placement. You can now get your foot in the door with an Apple Home for just $99. Let that sink in for a minute. What do you guys use for your smart home hubs? Let me know in the comments below. AMD's new Zen 3 5000 series launch has been marred by scalpers and bots, making inventory nearly impossible to get. And maybe some of us have forgotten about the impending release of the EPYC Milan Zen 3 lineup, which is slated to take on Intel's top-of-the-line Xeon Platinum chips. Leaker benchmarks show the new gen features around a 20% increase in performance over its predecessors. This chip will most likely run on a dual-socket 2P platform, and if these performance metrics are true, AMD will be further increasing their multi-threaded lead to new heights, but with single-core performance, displacing Intel as the new 1T performance king in the server market. EPYC Milan processors succeed the EPYC Rome lineup and are based on AMD's Zen 3 architecture, using the advanced 7nm process node with 64 cores and 128 threads. This new architecture means a 19% increase in IPC gains over Zen 2 and a 40% jump in performance per watt based on reports from consumer-level chips. Other features include pin compatibility with SP3 sockets, 120 to 225 watt TDP, PCIe 4.0 support, large capacity DDR4 memory support, and while considering timing can be the only thing important in this industry, they're doing well. AMD has been making bold moves, and while Lisa Su's out there trailblazing, it also telegraphs future launches in the market to competitors on how, when, and where to place their products. Nvidia's rumored RTX 3080 Ti GPU could do just that when competing with AMD's Big Navi. Targeted for a January release, the 3080 Ti has a guesstimated price of $999. Supposedly, RAM has been doubled to 20 gigabytes from the base 3080, which is more on par with the Big Navi flagship boasting 16 gigabytes. The theory is Nvidia is introducing this variant to clap back at the RX 6800 XT, although some are suggesting it could take on the top of the line 6900 XT. The RTX 3080 Ti will have 10,496 CUDA cores, same as the RTX 3090, but with other nerfs, like a more narrow memory bus of 320-bit versus 384-bit in the 3090. It may have slower overall bandwidth at 760 gigabytes, down from 936 gigabytes in the 3090 as well. While these specs aren't set in stone, what is fairly concrete is this unit should be disrupted to AMD's plans as it gives you more bang for your buck. It's been 2 years since we got our first look at BMW's next-gen electric vehicle architecture, and now it's moved into the realm of reality with the unveiling of the BMW iX set for launch in the US in early 2022. The iX provides an option for loyal X3 to X6 owners who want to get electric without compromising their driving experience. Using BMW's 5th-gen electric powertrain and 2 electric motors capable of producing 500 horsepower, this SUV can go 0 to 100 kilometers real quick. The iX should be capable of a WLTP range of around 372 miles with an EPA estimated range around 300 miles. Where battery is concerned, capacity should be upwards of 100 kilowatts an hour with a quoted WLTP power efficiency of 21 kilowatts an hour per 100 kilometers. Given it has no internal combustion engine, they didn't change the aesthetic of the car. It's about the size of an X5 and still has those grills. However, the hood is different than most of the BEVs without a frunk or anything to open, really.
Why does this sound like a rap video?
What I am curious about is the cockpit design. First off, who decided that a hexagonal steering wheel was a great idea? They also seem to have combined the 2 displays for the instrument panel and the infotainment.
Infotainment?
Don't get me started on that word. It's like when people combine their names in couples like Brangelina or Kimmy. It's awful. According to BMW, the iX will be the first car to use version 8.0 of its most intuitive operating system. You have just 5 weeks left to enter our EPYC code red. This giveaway is 1 AMD Ryzen 5000 custom workstation to 1 lucky winner. It's simple. Hit the link in the description and check it out. To be eligible for this prize, you have to like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social, and hey, check out our product lineup at monolithgroup.ca. I'm Jana, this is Dashboard, and I'll see you next week.